We just cut a baby out of a woman's womb. She asked us to. We didn't just, like, do it.
She's the funny one. My sister and I do work that is groundbreaking, but hopeful, radical, but safe.
Dead Ringers was written by Alice Birch for Prime Video. It's sort of a horror comedy thriller, and it stars Rachel Weisz, who plays her own twin, which takes a little bit of doing, as you would imagine. I once spent a day with Rachel Weisz in one situation and then saw her in another.
Well, once had a big Rachel day in London. We went on a junket, interviewed her for a film. That night, saw her on stage in Tennessee Williams. Rachel all day.
That sounds like Eric Romer movies from the 60s.
Yeah.
Rachel all day, I love it.
Yeah.
When you first start seeing the trailer and other things about Dead Ringers, you don't automatically say, well, now that's funny. Where would you say the comedy in this sense comes from?
Her writing. But where does that come from?
Where does that come from? I mean, I think it was always really, I'm thrilled you found it funny. I mean, I think it was always really important that you can have some fun and that it can be darkly comedic, you know, where it's, a lot of the times it's very serious. We wanted it to also be a lot of fun along the way.
It seems to me that it's almost like, Rachel, that you were doing coverage. Maybe if you were doing cast in one role and you were doing coverage, but you were really, of course, the coverage was to yourself. Talk about that in the process, if you will.
As you say, we would shoot one side first, often Elliot first. She sets the pace, shall we say. And then I would rush into hair and makeup and do my change. And then the whole crew and the rest of the cast were gearing up for Beverly's arrival. The set dressing, the props, the food on the plates, the camera crew, the script supervisor who'd help with eyelines. And then I would come back as Beverly and I'd have an earpiece in my ear with Elliot's dialogue to play against. And then I had my brilliant acting partner. I was her partner and she was mine, called Kitty Hawthorne, who was still in drama school actually when she found us. I would act with her.
That's fascinating. It really is. And especially since you did it so close in time.
I think it was a necessity.
Yeah, I think it was a necessity. You know, it's so detailed. It's a real kind of work of art. And I think, so therefore things need to stay in place and you needed to go out and change and then come back in. So I don't think it would have been feasible to do it. Yeah.
We wouldn't have been able to come back to the same situation. Yeah.
Thank you very much for being willing to go there. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.